Hi, I'm Tiffany, and I'm here to teach you guys today about the law of color. When formulating hair color, there are a few key factors to consider that really are vital to your formulations. The first being the color wheel, and knowing what tone you're trying to achieve and what colors are going to neutralize each other. Our other things to consider are the level system and what underlying pigments are going to be exposed as we lift. So starting with the color wheel, we can consider the different kinds of colors that there are. So for starters, there are the primary colors, which are what all other colors are made out of. So you have your red, blue, and yellow. These are just the standard colors. Whenever you mix these, you can make secondary and tertiary colors. So secondary is where two primary colors are creating a new color, such as green, orange, and violet. But your tertiary colors are where you would mix a primary, red, yellow, or blue, with a secondary, green, violet, and orange. And you would create a new color such as red, violet, blue, green, or yellow, orange. But beyond that, it's knowing what the opposite color is, because when we put all these colors next to each other, kind of making a rainbow effect, it creates a circle of a color wheel. And knowing what's going to be the opposite color is going to help you neutralize and knowing the opposite. So for instance, the opposite of yellow is violet, the opposite of orange is blue, and the opposite of red is green. So knowing these kind of colors can help you formulate the right tone in your color to neutralize any unwanted colors that may show up. The other thing to consider with your color is the level system. This is going to tell you the light or darkness of your color. So I like to describe it as a black and white photo. If it was completely grayscale, what color does the color look? So even though it might be a red color, how light or dark is it going to be? So the level system is a 1 to 10 scale. Level 1 being the darkest, which would be darkest brown, which is usually considered just black, and 10 being extra light blonde. It's pretty much as light as you typically can get. And knowing the difference between these levels is going to help you determine the difference between a dark blonde versus a light brown, but also it's going to help you understand what pigments are going to be exposed whenever you lift. Underlying pigments can affect your formulation whenever you're lifting 2 to 3 levels of color. So if you have something that's going to be a level 1 through 3, whenever you lift that, reddish orange tones are going to be exposed. So knowing your color wheel, knowing that green is the opposite of red and blue being the opposite of orange, you're going to be wanting a blue-green to neutralize those reddish orange tones. In levels 4 through 6, you're going to be getting more of a orange gold colors, which would be more of a blue to blue violet formulation that you're going to be wanting to combat those tones. So typically you're looking in the ash family for these colors. Once you get to level 7 and above, you're formulating mostly with golden and golden yellow tones. So gold is more of a yellow orange color, so it's actually a tertiary color, which is where you're going to be having to formulate just a little off of that. As you get lighter with the gold, you're exposing more of a true yellow, and yellow would be that violet undertone. So really you're looking, just depending on your level, you're going to be looking at a bluish violet color to cancel it out. And the lighter you get, the more you're going to be getting toward the violet stages of it. If you're not very comfortable with memorizing the color wheel, it's always great to have a picture of it nearby so that you can just kind of look at the opposite side of it and know what color you should be using to neutralize your formulas when you go to tone or whenever you're going to be using color to lift. Contributing these key factors to your formulation is really going to help you achieve your desired looks with your formulation. Formulating your color can be done in 5 easy steps. You want to start with your starting point. Your first step is just determining that natural level of color. The second step is what is your desired level of color or tone. Your third step is looking at how many levels of lift or deposit you are considering and what is your tonal change. Your fourth step being how much gray are we are we trying to cover, because that can affect your formulation, considering how much of the natural series you need to add to your mix. And your final 5th step in considering your color formulation would be what underlying pigments are going to be exposed during the lift process, and what kind of deposit do you need to do to neutralize any unwanted tones that may even be in their natural color. I hope this video was informative to you and that it helps you with achieving the color that you're looking for. Thanks for watching.